You are one of like 10 people that asked me about how I ask permission from a tree before I take some of its bark for harvesting. So I am going to introduce you to, this is one of my best friends in the world. She is the oak tree that is taller than everything else and lives in my backyard. She and I have a very close relationship, and you can think I'm crazy and you can scroll away, or you can listen up because I'm going to show you how I speak with the tree. I touch and hug the trees a lot. Whether I'm going to ask them to harvest or just want to say hi, I just say hi and how are you, and I introduce myself, and just, you know, hugging or giving some kind of contact with the trees helps you build a relationship with them. It's similar to if I went up to you, you didn't know me, you'd never seen me before in your life, and I walked up to you and I said, hey, can I have that shirt that's on your back? I didn't introduce myself, I didn't tell you what my situation was, I didn't say anything, it's just, hey, can I take this thing from you? You'd be like, no, go away. So yes, some trees do say no. I don't always harvest from a tree that I've spent, you know, months or years developing a relationship with, though. You really need to be polite, you know? Again, think of it like a person, because trees are basically like people with their feet rooted in the ground. If I needed something from you, if I needed some change from you at the bus stop or something like that, if I was homeless, I wouldn't be like, hey, can I have change? I would probably say something nice to you, introduce myself, maybe say, hey, I'm in this situation, do you think you could help me out? That sort of thing. It's being polite and respectful while at the same getting your point across. Now, that said, down to the actual communication, and I've made videos on this before, but I haven't in a little while, so I'm guessing that's why so many people are confused. You want to imagine there's like a little string tied around your heart that is connected straight between you and the heart inside the tree. Okay, so trees obviously don't have a mouth or word. They can't speak. They can't really make that many sounds or anything on their own. But they definitely have thoughts and feelings and emotions. And I will say right now, this oak tree is, I guess on the smaller side. She's like the biggest one in my backyard, but that doesn't say much. I mean, she's probably only like 100 years old, maybe. That's not a lot for an oak tree. I've seen oak trees that are 300-400 or more years old, and oak trees take the longest to have a conversation with. The two easiest trees that I've experienced with, hey, I know you don't take that long, calm down. She's like, I didn't take that long to talk to you. Anyway, birch trees and white pine. White pine trees are, talking with a white pine is like talking with a golden retriever. They are so happy, they want to talk to you. Like, they're like, yeah, talk to me more, pet me, hi, yeah, I'll do whatever you want. So again, you imagine that you are connected at the heart, and it's your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. You're feeling the communication in here. You're not speaking it, you're not hearing it, you're not like necessarily telepathy or anything. It's very emotional. Like, you're gonna feel a yes or a no. If a tree says no, when you say, hey, hi, I'm Amelia, would you mind if I, you know, grab this twig off of you? And it's like, no, you'll know. You'll get this feeling like, no? Get the hell away from me, you crazy lady. I want you to understand that most trees are actually really, really giving and loving and helpful. I haven't met too many trees that like legit got pissed off at me. Most of them, at the very least, they're like, hey, yeah, no, I don't want you to do that. But you want to feel it in your heart. You want to say, picture yourself doing the action. Picture yourself like cutting off with the snippers, you know, close your eyes, picture yourself. Whatever thing you want to do with that tree. Or if you're just saying, hey, tree, I just cleared a bunch of brush from around your base so that I could come and sit with you for a while. Is that okay? You can, like, in your head, imagine going through those motions, doing that action. And like one time I asked my tree, I said, you know, there's a big dead tree behind you. I think we're going to have to cut it down. And it was like, no, I don't want you to do that. And I'm like, listen, this tree's dead. If it falls, it's going to hurt us. So, I mean, obviously you do whatever needs to be done with you, but that you'll feel it. You're going to feel it. And I should probably teach this in a longer lesson at some point. I've done that before, and I do teach this in person. But if you start getting in touch with your intuition, trusting your intuition and your heart or your stomach, you're going to feel it in here. You're not going to hear it or experience it with any of your normal human senses. Does that make sense? By the way, if anybody cares, my oak tree's name is Patricia. I don't know. I mean, that's probably just something that came up in my head. But I've got another tree that's a sycamore I'm friends with, and his name is Walter. So it happens.